I gotta fix this guy's leg. I don't like that, how that leg is like that. I want to make it a little bit bigger. So I had to paint over that part there and just bring out the leg. But yeah, I was looking at it. I take a picture of it every night and then I look at it later. And that gives me a different perspective of it, you know, so I can see if there's something I need to fix, or something that just doesn't look right. It really bugs me, so. And then look, I missed the piece right there. I try to get the whole background done, and then I'll go and paint the characters over the top, and then I'll redo the background again. It's all the layers. Primary and then something on top, and then you come back around it, and that's how I get it to smooth out. You start to build up a resistance between the colors, and it gives you something to work against all along through there. And I love the way it feels, the feeling of the paint. I like to get it thick. And putting those infinities in there, and 2 in the sky. So really got him set up with 4 infinities. I started to put the pupils in today because I had black out for another painting, and then I realized there's 7 sets of eyes. Even though this guy's eyes are different, I'm not sure what style of being this is, but it's got like snake eyes. But these people all have regular humanoid eyes. And so there's 14 altogether, including this one. 14 eyes. And they'll all be different colors. You know, green, blue, brown, purple, yellow. The eyes of the spectrum. And yeah, I just fill them in. It makes it really special once the eyes are all in. And I'm excited about that. It's a way of egging myself on. You just have to keep moving forward. There's a little voice in my head that keeps telling me to stop, and I have to not listen to that voice. I have to listen to the one that says keep going. It's constant. The battle of the voices. But yeah, I take some breaks and stuff. But soon, by the end of the year, I'll have it finished. So I've got 16 more days, but tomorrow I'm not going to get a lot done because I'm going to be getting this place finished up for the party, cleaned up, vacuuming.
You talked about the texture of the paint.
Oh yeah.
Earlier.
Yeah, well, see, what I do is I put down a first layer, and then I bring another color up to it, and it creates a resistance. So I keep going, building the layers, and you can start to feel that little ridge that begins to build up. And that's what I use to make the lines smooth. People always ask me if I use tape, and I don't use tape. I just use a paintbrush and build that resistance line. And eventually you can't tell how close it is. But right now you can see how the paint is. This is just the first layer. But the next layers all go on much more easily once you've got one on here. And I'll put a lighter color over the dark color, and it really gives it some depth. I put the dark colors on first and then light on top to bring out that depth in the painting, which when seen from far away, it gives it a whole different look, like a stage set. So when you see it from far off, it looks like it's more than two-dimensional. That's the goal. we'll see what happens when we get it in there.
You were talking about the daughter of the person that you're making this for.
Oh yes, yes. He has a young daughter, and I, you know, in my hopeful way, am thinking that, you know, one day she'll inherit these paintings, and I want her to remember me and her dad and all the fun, creative things that happened between us, and have these bright, colorful paintings. You know, they're kind of specific to a certain place, but one was made in the place where she was born, the other one that's not here. But this one will be a surprise. And, you know, I always feel like if kids like it, then you've really done something. And it's nice for adults to like it too, but kids, you know, are honest, and if they don't like it, they let you know. But if they do, it's really special. Oh, I just love all this color.
You said you take a picture every night, and work, or what does that do for you?
Well, I like to look at them later. You know, like later in the evening, I'll go back and look at it, and it gives me an interesting perspective, because I always kind of take it from over here. So it just lets me see, you know, and I'll look for something. If something doesn't look right, I want to fix it. So this guy's leg is one thing I want to fix. I don't like this little weird, how that is. So I want to make it come down more like this. So I'm going to paint over that. Make it more uniform, because it doesn't look like he looks like he's dancing sort of, but that doesn't jive with me. I'm going to fix that leg. I'm going to make it better. But yeah, I like to look at pictures of paintings, or eat and look at the painting. Somehow eating and looking at artwork gives me new ideas, or the way a room is set up, you know, something about it just helps you see it in a new way. And for an artist, for me as an artist, it's all about seeing it in a different way. Even looking at it upside down or in a mirror can be helpful. Can help you see something that you might have missed, or something that you need to add. Either way. The way colors are next to each other, I want them to look good. And I want them to be vibrant. And I did some, I had some pictures of it when I was building the frame, before I had the canvas stretched and all, but they're just photographs. It's not a video, so. But I try to keep a photographic record of things that I do, because it helps me to go back and look and see what, you know, because oftentimes, like now, you have no idea what's this frame is like, but it's under there, and it's all glued together and stuff, so I can't take it apart. Just the nature of this shape, that's how it had to be. I went to New York one time, and I was going to meet the same people that this painting is for, and they were up in Connecticut, and we had just made a big 20-foot by 10-foot painting called the Miracle Wave, or the earliest days of the Miracle Wave, and a painting about a song about a paint. No, wait a minute. It's a song about a painting about a song. It's and we all three worked on it together. Emil and Meredith and I. That was when they first met, and from that they got Squeaks, who's now 8 years old, and I asked her if I could still call her Squeaks, but I had to reconfirm that.